I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
And this is...
Alien Force.
Alien Force.
For Angel.
For Angel.
I don't remember ever doing a song for someone named Angel before.
Oh, there you go.
So this is a new.
For timely, topical, political commentary, you can hit us up at Middle America with Vin and Sori.
So much going on.
Holy moly, ladies and gentlemen. Stay inside.
Listen, I predicted that Trump was going to win. But it's looking like this might be the first time in my entire life that I'm going to be wrong.
On a serious note, stay inside, go in and come out as soon as possible, and don't play around.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Holy moly. Yeah, so
put your MAGA hats away. I don't think it's going to be helpful now.
Well, I mean, for timely, topical, political commentary, there you go. There are multiple ways to get your song reviewed. Angel decided to go solo. 125 gets you straight to the head of the line, and then you are able to
pick the song, send the link, whatever you want. You can do a live one, you can do it, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're the boss.
So there you go. I'm about to see. All right, so this is Alien Force for you. I've never heard of this band before.
Yeah.
So this should be interesting. Alien Force for you. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Starting off with the bass. It's always impressive.
That was a fun one.
Whoa.
It's a good message too.
What do you mean?
Well, it looks like this person was hurt before, and someone is coming into their life, and they thought they were going to be able to fix the person because the person's been hurt so much in the past, but I don't think that it's working quite as well as they thought, but they said they just want them to surrender. Surrender to their love.
This is really,
Holy moly, I've never seen this before.
well, there's song 1 and then song 4. There's only 2 songs on the record.
To You and Nervous.
That's an interesting band.
So maybe it didn't go well.
Did you check out this band before?
No. No, I never did.
Okay, they're from the 80s.
I mean, it
I thought
clearly sounded like the 80s.
Okay, so the Hell and High Water record is from the 80s. Okay, I think we got to figure it out now.
Figure what out?
So, well,
I didn't know there was a question.
I didn't know what type of band they were. But there it is right there. Okay.
Oh,
So there's
more
actually
songs.
14 songs, but Genius only has 4 songs. Okay. What did you think?
I literally just got done saying it.
No, you told me what the song was about.
Oh. It was fun sounding. I mean, it was obviously completely repetitive, but it had a fun sound to it. Like, I don't know. Maybe you have the top down in the car and you're headed to the beach listening to this.
I question myself a lot about... I know people that have... How do I say this? I've got to say this as much code as possible. I know people that had certain experiences when they were kids, which then created a sort of rescuer type relationship thingamajig. So this song reminded me of that person. Like,
Pretty much every song reminds me of that person.
no, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
The older one.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Like, there's just certain dudes that like the damaged
yeah.
damaged girls so that they can rescue them and yada yada yada. And I think that I don't think it's necessarily bad. I don't think that that's wrong in total. But I just think that I think as long as a person is aware that they have that kind of a tendency, then they can decide what to do with it and what not to do with it.
You're like that, though, aren't you?
Yeah, but anybody would be with you whether you were damaged or not. And it had nothing to do with you being damaged. You know what I mean?
No, I'm just thinking
There's some
more...
dudes that like the damage thing is a very important thing to them. Like, those are the only people they're interested in, basically.
Yeah. I mean, because you like to fix and help, and that's why people always tell you what's going on.
Well, yeah, but that's... After the other relationship, I was like, no more crazy people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you're basically normal. I mean, you don't really have
Nobody's perfect.
You don't have like weird particular things that are just crazy. You know what I mean? There are some people that just have like particular issues and they're just completely crazy. Or they're just completely self-destructive. I should probably stop using the term crazy.
Yeah, I was going to say they like to sabotage.
Yeah, just people who are, not even that, or just people that are just laden down with a bunch of problems. But they may be completely fine mentally, but they just make, terrible decisions. You know what I'm saying? And they end up in a bad situation. There's certain dudes that love like going into that situation and playing that role. And they get attracted to that type of dysfunction, whether it's psychological or life decision type, destructive behavior. So, and again, I don't think it's necessarily completely a bad thing because, like I said, I know people have done that and they married the girl and took care of the kid and...
It goes good for them?
Yeah. And as far as I know, it's going good for him. You know what I'm saying? They're still together and all that, and he seems to be relatively happy, so... I'm not saying it's wrong, and in reality, like, there's always some underlying reason that people pick the relationships that they pick. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not saying it's bad. Like, I don't believe that anybody picks a relationship from a neutral standpoint. There are things that you presuppose. There are personality dispositions that you like that you can't control. There are physical things that you like that you can't control. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that a person who's attracted to, you know, a fixer-upper is like that's wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, it's good to have that awareness that you're attracted to those situations, because you may be attracted to the situation and not necessarily the person. You know?
Oh, I agree with you. I never realized that before.
Like, I had a friend in high school.
But yeah.
It was really strange because she was gay, but she was also like madly in love with this dude that we all, you know, like, I mean, he wasn't really a, you know, whatever, but he had a very quirky personality or whatever, and she was like a straight up lesbian. It was very, but again, you know, with high school, people were experimenting or whatnot. But I mean, to this day, the girl's a lesbian, so like she identified. But she was in love with this dude, and the dude was like, you know, the more she talked to him, the more she realized that he had problems and all that. It's like, oh yeah, you know, like, so she really fell for him, and then like, he decided like 3 days later he didn't want anything to do with her, didn't want to talk to her anymore, and nothing happened, like nothing physical happened. Well, he kissed her in the hall and stuff, but I mean, everybody did that. You know what I'm saying? Like the culture, especially, you know, everybody, it was like a handshake in our
Like
school.
kissing on the mouth?
No, on the cheek, like the Latina girls, like, you know, they kiss you on the cheek or whatever, and then, you know, whatever.
There's a lot of whatevers.
Yeah, well, the reason I'm saying it is because I'm looking at you and I'm like, holy moly, sorry, that would be ended immediately.
Absolutely.
But it was just a thing. You'd hold hands and all that stuff. That, you know, like it was just a thing. Like, you know, like a
Hold that guy's hand.
friendship thing. In
Kiss that kid over there.
Yeah. So.
Stay away from him.
But you know, that was kind of the cult. So they were kind of like that, and like she, you know, whatever. I don't know. But anyway. The point was, like, she was completely devastated, you know, and that happened.
3 days?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's high school, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, like, she was the smartest, she's the most intelligent human being, and she was the one that introduced me to 9 Inch Nails. There's this one song, Great Below, hopefully we can, it's on the Fragile album. But anyway, like, she, you know, she loved this dude. I mean, I don't know. But she basically, as we started talking, it was basically, she was saying, like, you know, he had problems and she wanted to help him and yada, yada, yada. And she would talk about being in these other relationships and how, like, once the problem was solved, she would leave the person. She was no longer attracted to the person, you know.
No way.
Yeah. She was very, very self-aware.
Wow.
Like, she knew what was going on with herself, you know. But, you know, it was a very strange situation to me because I do think that she's, like, a genuine lesbian. I really do. But at the same time, like, she loved this dude. I don't know. It was weird. She was depressed for about a week, you know. I tried to cheer her up. I'd write her letters and stuff, buy her candy and stuff.
Aw.
You know, but it took her a while. She was cool because she was just a girl that was a friend. I was able to get away with it with my girlfriend at the time because she was a lesbian, you know what I'm saying? So nothing was going to happen, so. But at the same time, the culture...
Would be like, see, the
culture was so different than you.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't have done well in that culture.
Mm-hmm. I'd be like, I don't get... She liked that guy, so... You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, she's not just...
Right.
And a lot of times, like...
Well, my girlfriend at the time did not like her, but I got away with it. You know, I couldn't buy anybody else candy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wouldn't have worked. So.
Why do these kids do this?
What do you want?
Can I say still Central?
Yeah, I'm recording a video, bro. I don't know if you heard that.
Oh, okay.
Didn't you change the password for that Seller Central?
No.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Here's Dorian. He doesn't seem very happy, huh? Mr. Beluga.
Well, it's... He's trying to get it done, so I don't know if you want to just...
No, I'm not gonna rush this video. I'm not gonna
No,
rush,
I'm not saying rush it. Just
I'm not
pause
gonna rush my art.
and type in a password and come back.
I am not going to rush my art for this bum.
Anyway, I mean... Yeah, no, I that's very interesting.
What? What's interesting?
There's so many things.
How she was?
No, like, just, cause like, that person ended up coming around, and you bought candy for that person.
What do you mean ended up coming around?
Not the first person you were talking about. The second person that you said wouldn't let you buy candy for other people, just would let you buy it for that one girl.
Uh-huh.
And then she came around, and you bought her candy, and I didn't like it. Was that your girlfriend at the time, or was it another girlfriend?
I'm completely confused. What's happening right now? So I had a friend, she's a lesbian, she
Yes.
knew this boy, so I bought her
But you
candy.
said that
My
you
girlfriend
were-
at the time was
Yeah.
not a fan of her, but I was able to get away with it because she was a lesbian.
Is that girlfriend at the time? Did you have an extended, like, years relationships
No.
with her? Oh, it was another girlfriend. Okay, never mind.
It was the other girlfriend.
The other one.
She was very, very beautiful girl. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like she was very pretty. So, you know, and the other one wasn't ugly, but I mean, it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like her. You know, I used to say, look, I have more of a concern with you and her than me and her. I really didn't, but I felt like that was a very solid argument. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. She's like, you get candy. Okay.
And writing her letters.
No, I wrote everybody letters though.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm
I
a
would
fan
do in
of that.
class. I'd be in class and, you know, with science class or whatever, I'd just be writing letters to whoever. You know, so.
Why do school?
We didn't have phones, we didn't text, you know, so I'd
Uh-huh.
send her a letter. I was like, hey, I got you a letter. She was pretty happy about it. You know, that was good. But yeah, there was no, but we didn't remain friends. Because it's the strangest thing with like extremely beautiful girls. Like they're not as secure as you would think that they would be. It's unbelievable. Like the most insecure girlfriends I've ever had are always the most beautiful ones. It's so strange. It was weird. Especially her, because at the time, like I never said this and this person's my girlfriend. I never did that. Because that was one of my little ethical little safeguards, was I'm never gonna tell this girl that we're like together. So that, you know, because I was, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't, oh, let's have some long-term relationship. Like that wasn't, I wasn't that guy. My best friend was that guy. I wasn't that guy. So I'd be like, yo, I'm telling everybody that you're my girl. Like, what's the problem? Blah, blah, blah. Didn't last very long. But there you go. So I just think that like that's what the song's about. And again, I don't think it's bad. I'm not making commentary bad or good. I just think that that is a category of, you know, that people have as a box for what interests them about a person. And of course, you know, if you were to go to like Match.com, I mean, I don't know how those dating sites actually work, but if you go to those sites, you know, you can see pretty much that, you know, I doubt very highly that that's a category like, are you a person who needs to be rescued? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
So they'll have like
Yeah.
the hair color, weight, height, all these like uncontrollable factors that people are just attracted to. People can't help who they're attracted to, right? So then personality type, you know, are you this, are you that, you know, that should be a factor. Like, how functional are you? Because I'm attracted to dysfunction.
Oh my gosh, it's so weird.
I'll tell you what, whichever one was brave enough to do that, you would see like immediately, I think you could start an entire site just based on that premise alone. RescueMe.com. You know, here's a girl, she's got 19 kids with 14 dads. Come on down. She's a really big project. Rescue her. You would absolutely have a website like that. It would take off. If we weren't doing like 9 different things right, if I wasn't doing like 9 different things right now, I would legit set that up. And it's a free gift to everybody. That's a multi-million-dollar business right there. Guaranteed.
Oh my god.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed. How much you want to bet?
No, I mean, I think you're probably right, because
I should do it. I'm going to get our web developer. I'm going to like, look, it's very simple. You know, it's going to be rescueme.com. We'll put out a couple things. Watch, that thing will blow up immediately. The only reason I probably wouldn't do it would be because of the ethical sort of situations, because I don't think a lot of dudes are going to be able to, you know, withstand, you know, that shit gets old rather quickly. You know what I mean? But I don't know. There you go. RescueMe.com, guys. Figure it out. What do you give the song? So that's why the song was so intriguing to me lyrically. I was like, you know, yeah, it was repetitive and all that stuff, but it was like, you know, it's a very, very specific angle that I think is very interesting.
I'm gonna go with an 8.8.
Yeah, I'll give it 8.5. Give it 8.5. Could have had a little bit more variation, but the subject matter was interesting. And you know, sometimes when we're doing reviews, I say to myself like, okay, I'm in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Just sometimes when we're doing reviews of the way you look or whatever, I'm like, okay, I'm in trouble. So like this one, I was like, I felt like I was like on the border, but for the most part, I was okay.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah.
Let the audience decide.
You're not very good at hiding your stuff, so I think I'm all right. But you know, if I had you, if we were together in high school, holy moly!
Oh man.
I would have been at. I would have.
I don't think you would have stayed with me. I think that.
Confinement.
I don't think you'd have stayed with me. I think it would have been too much.
I would have stayed with you. I would have stayed with you. Maybe.
But see, the thing is,
because you were a lot more.
I was gonna say, you're looking at the version of me now.
Right.
When I was in high school, I had more the, you know, like, you have to be the cool girlfriend, you know, that's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still like wasn't, but like I could project it a lot better.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have been good with that. Especially like, I mean, there's like other
Shorty
things.
wasn't good with either.
There's other things that you've told me that, you know, like you were helping her. Remember you were helping her?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, stuff like that. I'd be like,
Yeah, you probably, yeah.
I probably would have broke up with you if you did something like that. And you were like, I'm just helping her. I'd be like, yeah, right.
I don't think you'd have broken up with me. I don't think you would have. Not in high school.
If you did that?
I don't think you would. Because I'd have told you. They'd been like, you know, and you would have just known like the nature of our friendship. Like she had no interest in like being with me. So. You know, you just separate.
I'd say, well, then I'm going to have to go give some tips too.
Yeah. Yeah, but, you know, that's different.
That's different.
That's different.
Anyway.
Because the thing is about you, Sori, you'd never have a dude friend like that. You would automatically convert it into a relationship. So.
I would help her.
No, you wouldn't. You'd be too mad to help her. It's a public service.
No, it's completely wrong.
Is it though?
It is. You can just give me public service.
That's that Dorian thing. Is it though?
He said such horrible things on that thing last night.
I know.
You guys, if you get the chance to watch well, it wasn't on Middle America. It was on this channel. It was the live stream last night for the debates. Not the debates. For the voting and all that stuff.
Voting. DL Beluga in all of his racist glory.
It's so weird. Zoe's like,
holy moly.
You are black. You're black. Why do you
He doesn't
want to
be though. He doesn't want to be though. He doesn't want to be.
Anyway.
I blame you.
Thanks for tuning in with us.
Uh-oh. Trump is coming back in Michigan. 49.4 to 49.1. Holy moly. What a world. All right, stay inside, ladies and gentlemen. Vin out.
Sori out.
Gone.